Alrighty, we are live. Would anybody like to volunteer to do a recap?
My notes here.
All I know is that a lot went down. I think I've got like all of them mixed up from last week and this, like the week before and this week.
Let's see. So shadows. I have a lot of scattered notes, but not any coherent notes.
I think I'm in the same boat.
Okay. So then, to just help everybody out then and get things started, I'll do the recap. So last session, you guys finally unlocked the powers of the dagger that you stole off of what the hell was that guy's name? Starts with a B. Anyways, you unlock the powers of the dagger, Bellic, yes, to find the areas where there was a thinness in the veil between realms, which led you to the place where you could most safely enter the demiplane that these Blood of Vault cultists seem to have created without anybody's knowledge, which they've utilized to get back and forth and remain hidden from the authorities that are searching for them, especially with Brevin and the Sentinel Marshals and everybody that are trying to look for them. So you guys used the dagger to find this area and then sliced into the veil, allowing you entry into this place. You managed to acquire some disguises that passively allowed you to walk around without notice, although, Peitri, you may want to do something about your holy symbol.
Yeah.
And then just prior to that, Kolmar did something with his undead bird and sent it away, and Blaze was left down at the entrance for so as to avoid drawing any kind of suspicion. And so as you guys walked around, you noticed that it is a lot more lively than you expected. This place is basically kind of a circle with several walls with 4 entrances that line up with the cardinal directions. Beyond these walls, there's a little bit of ground, and then things kind of become fuzzy. And you have the feeling that if you were to step off, that you might float into the ether and have difficulty returning. However, in the distance, you do see, I don't think that this is something that I mentioned before, you do see that there is kind of a vague sense of being able to see the world around this demiplane, and so that you see that you guys are kind of over the mountains and over Lake Dark, as well as being able to see in the very far distance the settlements such as Ironside and things like that. And so this place is a lot more lively. It seems that there are not only people that come and go, but people that kind of stay up there doing various tasks. You see some people that are performing blacksmithing. You see some people that are performing ritual rites, and a lot of activity around this construct that is in the center of the camp, which is some kind of eldritch machine from the best that you can tell. it looks, and I'm going to give you guys a much better description than I provided last time. So it looks like there are several gears and pulleys and mechanical aspects to it, but there's also what looks like to be some kind of tree set up in the middle of this that has it looks kind of charred and blackened, and it's definitely dead with the branches all carved off, and so it looks like just kind of the straight trunk of the tree with a number of runes carved into it, and also placed within the tree at various intervals are smooth, polished dragon shards, which kind of glow with a pulsating energy. In addition, there is this, what appears to be a trench dug around the tree with a trench leading up to these dragon shards, kind of like a ramp almost, but dug into the ground, and then kind of deepening into the ground and going around the trench. And then at the top of this tree is this thing that kind of looks where the gears come in, that rotates with these various arms branching off, each one with a dragon shard attached to the top of it. And there's a lot of activity where a number of individuals seem to be using some kind of crane type machine, like pretty simple, but they're using it to raise a massive dragon shard, like the biggest dragon shard any of you have ever seen. Probably about 6 feet in diameter. It's basically a boulder, but dragon shard. And it also pulsates with its own inner light as these cultists are working very diligently and very carefully to raise the dragon shard into position, which is probably the 8-hour window may have something to do with the assembly of this eldritch machine. The completion of it may also have something to do with the timing of the cycles or whatever. And so that's what that looks like. There are also, you notice, buildings that are clearly residences, but then also others that have signs posted above. And so there's a building that says library. There's a building that says what is that called?
Bibliotech?
Where it's the medic type place, and then there's a building that's also called the Pen, and so there's a number of buildings that are kind of, some of them look kind of like shantytownish, others are much more established with wooden, made of wood and solid, kind of like cabins almost. And so you guys just participated in that ritual in the center of the town, around the altar, not too far away from this eldritch machine. And Marthow is ill because he participated in drinking of the blood, but without giving to the blood, which seems to have some effect. Elmorn managed to successfully avoid giving or taking blood, while Kolmar and Peitri have both engaged in the ritual and now are feeling quite blissful. Any questions? Anything that I might have missed?
I think I gave blood, but I didn't take it.
Okay.
Yeah.
At least I think I gave blood.
I thought you had tried to do the performance both times. You use your performance check.
I tried to drop it, and I did a performance check to sell it that it was a real accident.
Uh-huh.
But
And
it
then
lifted back up.
yeah, it lifted back up, and then when I went to go drink it is when I did another performance check because I put it over my face and didn't let it touch my lips.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, so you gave the
that's how I
blood,
remember. I'm pretty sure I gave some blood. Yeah.
Okay.
I could be wrong. I don't know.
We could go with that.
Um,
So I have to step away for a minute to get my pizza. 1 sec.
Should I turn the lights off so that you guys are reminded of my old camera?
No.
Should I get like this close to the camera too? Yeah. So.
So what's our plan?
I'm feeling pretty sick. I'm inclined to go to the infirmary where he was looking for. To see if they have anything that could cure these side effects. I would also be interested to see if they have in this infirmary the storage of this
Alrighty.
All right. I'm feeling pretty ill, so I'm inclined to want to check out the infirmary.
Okay.
See if they would have any supplies that might help me stave off some of this wave of nausea.
All right. So, Marthow, are you discussing this with everyone, or is this just you're moving towards the infirmary?
I say to the group, I look over and I say, I believe I need to sit down and see if I could find something to make me feel a little better. And I kind of just, I try to keep my composure as I walk, but I walk slowly. And you can tell that my steps are very measured, as I'm not trying to jostle anything. And I just begin walking towards the door.
How far is the infirmary from where we're all clustered?
It's probably about a block away.
Okay. How far is this eldritch machine from where we are?
Also, probably about a block away.
Okay. Are they
But in a
opposite direction?
well, actually, no, because you guys have just the congregation just ended, and so you guys are probably pretty close to the eldritch machine.
Okay.
Where exactly did the two big bads go? The vampire and the priest dude?
So the guy that you suspect, Peitri, of being a vampire, seems to have slinked away without anyone really noticing where he went. The other individual, who is the high priest of the Blood of Bull cultists, Hector Diamuerte. He is currently overseeing the construction efforts to raise the large dragon shard into its place on the eldritch machine.
Oh.
How tall is this eldritch machine? Did you say like?
I'm gonna say it's probably about 50 feet tall.
Okay. Does it look like there's a way to get up top, climb up it? Is there an obvious ladder, or is it just kind of making your way through it?
There's no ladder. It doesn't look like it was made for people to climb onto it. There's some scaffolding around it, which is how people were able to get up and put in place the gears and pulleys and things like that. But other than that, the scaffolding is also obviously temporary scaffolding, and it looks like they are preparing to break it down once the large dragon shard is put into place.
Okay, so who is on? So are the workers on the scaffolding?
Yeah, there's workers on the scaffolding, and then they're also very slowly and meticulously through this contraption that they've kind of put together. It doesn't look like it was something that it's not like a machine or anything that they brought, but something that they kind of rigged up in order to get this dragon shard up there. And so because of that, it's pretty slow going work and requiring quite a bit of manpower.
Mm-hmm. So they're hoisting this huge boulder dragon shard with like some kind of makeshift crane, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Is it like cradled, like with a bunch of chains or something, or straps that's being lifted up?
A whole bunch of rope.
Okay.
Are there wheels on this siege machine?
There's no siege machine, but it looks like they've repurposed a number of wagon parts and a lot of just kind of wood and rope. It doesn't look like a very sophisticated machine. It seems like they kind of just put it together last minute, almost.
Okay.
Okay.
Is there any indication of what time of day it might be? Or do we have a sense of what time it could be, whether it's like a morning, afternoon, evening, and night?
I believe you guys arrived sometime in the mid to later afternoon. And so there's only been probably about an hour or two that has passed since the time that you guys got here. However, it doesn't look like this being a demiplane, the light and the sky hasn't really changed much. Although in the distance, you can see that this kind of view of Eberron from below, the terrain is getting darker, but the sky and the ambient light around you doesn't seem to be dimming.
Gotcha.
So what do we know about dragon shards as far as how hardy they are, like their hardness, as far as
Obsidian.
Yeah,
Obsidian
quite similar to obsidian.
Okay, so it can be cracked and broken.
It can be. It would just take some doing. It's a very hard material.
Okay.
Is it wise to break the dragon shard?
Well, I mean, obviously we can't fight all these dudes. It would be epic. But, I don't know what they're planning. Probably some sort of invasion. They're going to take over our whole city or whatever. But anything that can delay this, then we can get word to what's going on would probably be beneficial. And I'm sure the ropes that are pulling this thing up are not fireproof. So I would say that it's at its maximum height. We go after the crane or the ropes themselves and drop that shard and see what happens.
Most wagons and stuff are made out of wood as well. We could just burn that. Like the wheels are from the base. So the whole thing would just collapse.
Where are you guys? Are you guys talking about this stuff in character? And if so, where are you guys? Because
we're right in the middle of the town.
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
We're in a huddle.
I'm thinking.
We're in a huddle.
Okay, guys, here's the plan.
Outside, but I'm more thinking, do I see any kind of energies or force fields, or do I sense any energies or force fields that are interacting with the statue? Or is it just kind of sitting there and there's no magic, no energy, it's just kind of waiting for something?
Do you have detect magic?
I do not. Otherwise, I would do that.
Give me
an Arcana check or something.
for that. It would need to be for that level of detail. You would need a trained check. But I can go with let's do a caster check. So give me charisma plus proficiency.
Okay. Here we go. It's 11. Oh wait, no, it's actually it's 8. Oh wait, no, it's 11. I'm right. Sorry, I get my numbers all mixed up.
All right. Did you roll a 1?
No, I rolled a 4. I got a 7 proficiency. 7 caster check.
All right. So there's so much going on. This being the plane that was called into existence and being held together, and there's so many different magical forces that it's hard to attune to any particular one or understand how they're connected necessarily.
Okay. Do I know if dragonshards react to magic, like when hit directly with spells?
Give me
raw dragonshards. I know you can Marthow knows that that they're manipulated into items that you can interact with magic, like if they're raw and uncut.
Give me an intelligence check, and that'll determine how much you know about dragon shards.
18.
18? Okay. So, you know that dragon shards come in a couple of different flavors. So there are, and they are kind of based off of where they come from. So around Eberron in the sky, if you think about Eberron as a planet, it's got a set of rings similar to Saturn, and these rings are made up of Siberys dragonshards. And so they occasionally fall, and these Siberys dragonshards typically interact with powers related to dragon marks that manifest within the mortal races. Doesn't seem like any of those are present in any of these, in any of this construction. Then there are Eberron dragon shards, which do typically work by enhancing general magic and magical effects. There are some Eberron dragon shards, particularly up the trunk of the tree. Those ones, if you were to just cast magic at them, there wouldn't necessarily be an interaction per se. It's more about kind of focusing and directing magical energy. But that only happens when they're placed in certain configurations or used in particular enchantments, which makes them valuable in terms of magical items because it helps focus and enhance the magic and make it more long-lasting. So that's one of the reasons that they're sought after by various individuals. The final type of dragon shard are Khyber dragon shards, and those come from Khyber, which is Eberron's version of the Underdark. And so those dragon shards, which is primarily what this giant boulder dragon shard looks to be. Those
Khyber
ones.
Also a language.
Khyber speech is a language.
Okay.
And so those dragon shards typically are more about the containment of living energies. So, for example, many of the elemental airships or the lightning rail, those creations that require the entrapment of living elementals to contain and control their energies, those are generally Khyber dragon shards. In addition, if you think of the Lich's phylactery, it would probably be a Khyber dragon shard, as these dragon shards are very good at absorbing and containing these life energies and capturing that kind of for that kind of purpose. And so if you were to launch magic at a Khyber dragon shard, it may have some impact in terms of absorbing and dampening the effect. But it also may not. It kind of depends on the quality of the dragon shard and how it is aligned, how it is kind of put in position along these types of magics, things like that.
Okay. So I'm
Can we
just
tell?
this stuff as
What are these?
infirmary.
Sorry. What are these dragon shards that we see mostly? Are they? What kind are they? Or are they like? Can we tell?
Marthow can tell. So Marthow knows that primarily the dragon shards that line the perimeter of the walls that seem to be in configuration to allow this demiplane to be called into existence, as well as many of the dragon shards that make up this eldritch machine seem to be Eberron dragon shards. There are no Siberys dragon shards involved anywhere that you can see, and there are a couple of Khyber dragon shards every which way in some places. And Marthow, you also recall that the chalice that you guys drank from actually contained a Khyber dragon shard embedded in the stem of the chalice. But by large, the Khyber dragon shards are not as present, and the largest dragon shard in this camp is that giant black dragon shard.
Okay.
So I know I threw a lot of information at you for that question. Did I answer what you were trying to get at?
Yes. Yes, you did.
The benefits of rolling high.
Now, our objective when we're down here was to look for one of Brevon's folk, weren't we? Or one of like the dragon house marked people.
So
is that what we're looking for?
No, what you were looking for was evidence that ties the blood of Vol cultists to the higher ups within House Denieth, which is the dragon marked house that Brevon is a member of. Because there's rumblings that there's an alliance between the two, which is undermining not only what's going on within that dragon marked house, but also the government of Karnath, with the potential of kind of restarting the last war. But he can't really do anything without evidence. So you guys were initially coming here to look for evidence, but now you've found some big thing that is going on.
I'm still feeling ill, so I'm walking towards the infirmary. I've been walking towards the infirmary the whole time.
Okay.
Marthow wasn't really able to think about much else besides keeping his composure and his lunch down.
Yeah. Though Peitri is very smiley and peace man, he's also starting to get a bit woozy and wobbly, and he's just starting to go back to their more red color. So he just starts wobbling behind Marthow.
Okay. So you approach the building that's marked infirmary. It is a windowless building. Rather than having a door, it looks to have just a curtain in place of a door. And as you walk in, you see it's kind of a single room with a number of cots laid out. Currently, there's nobody in any of the cots, but there is a single old-looking halfling that is kind of sitting, looks to be whittling some kind of figure, almost looks like a dinosaur. And noticing you, the halfling jumps up and smiles and says, Welcome. And what can I help you with today? Feeling ill there?
You could say that. I had a bit of a bad supper, and well, I was wondering if you had anything on hand that could potentially calm an uneasy stomach.
Well, sure. Why don't you come right in over here, get you laid down on a cot, and see what we can do for you. And then, what about you, young man?
Peitri smiles, and he's still got the peaceful look on his face. He says, "I'm dying."
The halfling, who also seems to share your inebriation, having participated in the same ritual as you, says, "Well, we can't have that now, at least not yet. So let's get you over to the cot and see what we can do for you too."
I'm sorry. I don't believe I caught your name. And you are?
Oh, my name is Fretok.
Pre-cook?
Fretok.
Freetuk?
Yes, Fretok.
Freetuk. That's a lovely name.
Well, thank you. It is the name of my peoples. You know how those Talenta halflings can be.
Oh, I know. They're a fun group. So I'll sit down on the cot.
All right. So you sit down on the cot. Peitri, he directs you to your own cot.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Elmorn and Kolmar, are you guys following them into the infirmary?
I don't really have any other plans, so I guess my idea would be to stick together. I don't want to get separated in this large encampment. So yeah, short answer, yes.
As I go sit down, I beckon at Elmorn to come over to me.
Okay, and not to look suspicious, I go over to him.
And I look, I do the left right look, and I take my holy symbol and scrunch it up and put it in my palm and go to shake your hand.
What do you want me to do?
Oh, Peitri, give me a sleight of hand check.
Where's the website? Alright, so... Oh, fuck me. That's a 20. No, it's a 2. It's actually a 2.
Carry a 0 and...
Yeah, it's a 2.
So, the halfling, out of the corner of his eye, catches this exchange, and you know that he catches it because he's looking directly at you guys as you're kind of doing the handshake. But he kind of doesn't know what to make of it. Maybe he didn't see the symbol. Maybe he just saw that you guys are doing this weird handshake and exchanging something. So then the halfling Fretok walks over and says, "Nothing to worry about here, guys. No need to be anxious. We'll get you patched up and get you on your way. It's a big night ahead of us. Don't want you to miss it."
I wouldn't miss it for the world. By the way, when do the festivities start?
Well, there will be a general announcement by High Priest. What is his name again? Dia Muerte? Yeah. High Priest Dia Muerte will give the announcement when it's time.
Perhaps I haven't paid as close attention as I needed to, but is there a special role that that individuals are particularly playing tonight? Are there several? I'm losing my trail of thought. I was like, I just kind of trail off. Another bout of nausea takes over.
So Fretok kind of, despite his small size and advanced age, he puts a strong hand on you and kind of puts you down to lower your head to the pillow and says, there now. You must be one of those miners that comes and goes, so totally don't worry about it. But most people that are participating tonight are volunteers, and they have been given their assignments. Otherwise, those who don't have an assignment are just welcome to watch and celebrate in the glory that we are about to bring.
Are you aware of this glory, of what this glory is exactly?
Well, peace.
I could go for some peace. I'm looking for
Can't we all? So then with that, the halfling Fretok takes out some strange wand with several glowing gems within it. Marthow, you recognize these as Siberys gems. And Fretok rolls up his sleeve, revealing a dragon mark. And as he passes the wand over you, the dragon mark upon his arm begins to glow, and as do the shards within the wand. Actually, he's not looking at you yet. He's looking at Peitri first.
Peitri is close power.
So as he waves the wand over you, there are certain spots on your body that begin to glow. One spot in your chest, one spot in your stomach, and then one spot in your head. And he says, interesting. It's not often that each of these chakra points are affected by illness. Seems whatever you have is pretty serious, actually.
So he's doing Peitri, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, you don't have to worry about this one, and he points at his chest, but just fix that one and the head one.
So what is it that happened? What kind of symptoms have you been experiencing?
Well, I've been bleeding a lot from my face. Mostly my eyes, and throw up, and I've been taking drugs, hard drugs.
Drugs? What kind of drugs?
I'm not sure. It might have been crack.
I'm not familiar with this. Well, regardless, I don't know how much help I can be, but I'll do my best. So he places the wand upon and touches each point where there was a glow, leaving, and each one, so the glows varied from kind of like a reddish to a bluish, depending on the spot, and they kind of going back and forth. But where he touches, there's kind of like a seed of golden light. And then he begins to close his eyes and hum. And as he does, the glow of his dragon mark increases. And you feel very strange. Like, it feels like something is stirring within you. Your chest tightens, your breath quickens, you begin to sweat. It's a feeling that you don't like. It's very bad. After a moment, the halfling falls to his knees, breathless, and says, "Son, whatever you have, it's beyond my ability to heal. I've never seen anything like this before."
Well, have you got any drugs?
I have a potion of healing that I could give you. I don't think that it will be very effective, though. The energies that I just placed within you are equivalent and stronger to the potion.
Is there another healer by any chance around here?
None that would be available to see you right now. You're certainly welcome to lie here and wait, but you're definitely gonna miss the ceremony tonight.
Yeah, there's things to do. We must go do them.
And then he turns his attention to Marthow. As he passes the wand over Marthow, rather than a single point, Marthow, his entire network of veins and arteries seem to glow. So there's this spiderweb network throughout his body. And Fretok instantly knows.
Uh-oh.
You drank without giving! Blasphemy!
I don't know what you're talking about.
You are a thief! A common thief! You do not belong here. I must go and get High Priest Du Muerte. He must know of this. And the halfling begins to... Alright.
What'd you say, Dustin?
I charm him.
Oh.
Calm down there, buddy.
Alright, hold on. Where is it?
Halflings have resistance.
Wisdom save.
Alright, and then what is the DC?
14.
Much like the other cultists that you have faced, this one seems to be resistant to effects of the mind, such as charm. And although his eyes glaze over for a moment, he quickly shakes it away and says, "Now you are trying to charm me."
I thought that they didn't, in this world, they didn't know they were being charmed. Like, I thought you didn't like that rule. Unless I missed.
No, you're right. But that's after a success. If you successfully charm someone, that they would know that they were charmed.
Oh, okay. All right, I got that confused.
Because last time when you tried to charm Flamekeeper Stenson, I let you spend an action point after you failed to try and see if you could hide the evidence of the charm, I think.
Gotcha.
So if you want to do that,
Yeah, I do want to use an action point to hide. Well, actually, that's not going to do any good. So I'm going to bring.
if you want, you can use an action point to make him re-roll.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
So I'll agree.
During this talking and potential argument, I look at Elmorn and just nod.
Well, let's see what happens first.
All right. So, Marthow, you speak your words, saying, what was it that you said to him when you tried to charm him?
I was saying, calm down, my friend. There's no need to get all in a tizzy.
So your words drip with magic as you utter them. And for those that would pay attention, there's almost a slight shimmer in the air as it runs from Marthow's tongue to the halfling's ears. And the halfling's eyes glaze over, but then he begins to shake it away. But as he's shaking it away, Marthow's eyes begin to glow, strengthening the energies that he put forth. And once that happens, the halfling kind of relaxes, the tension leaving from his muscles, and says, "Oh, I guess it's not that big of a deal."
No, you know me. We've been friends for a while. I wouldn't do something along those lines.
Oh yeah.
How can I? Is there anything you could do to help me out, old friend?
Maybe there's a possibility, but it's gonna be quite painful. I would need to remove the blood that you drank, but that would require me to separate it from your blood. And that would be difficult.
Do you have? Would not a mixture of foul liquid that induces vomiting expels this blood from my body?
The halfling puts the wand over your stomach, and he says, "There's still some blood in your stomach that could help, but some has already entered your bloodstream. It's already coursed through your heart. I would need to filter it out from your blood. It's possible, but it would be quite painful."
I see. Are you sure there is not another way?
I wish there was. I imagine it's quite... It really sucks to be going through what you're going through right now.
It is quite unpleasant. I would prefer not to have my my veins let open. There's no telling what danger that open blood, my open blood, could expose to you, yet to us all.
What is it that you would like me to do?
Can you concoct me a foul mixture that I may use to purge what blood is left in my stomach?
Sure. I just so happen to have something right over here. And he kind of almost robotically turns to the where he was sitting, whittling, where there's kind of a counter with several potions. And he pulls one small vial and opens the stopper and hands it to you. And he says, if you drink this, whatever contents might be in your stomach will be expelled.
I grab it from him gingerly, and I take a whiff. What does it smell like?
Asshole. Burnt asshole.
I take a whiff and grimace away, and I say, well, here goes nothing. And
he says, hold on. And he grabs a bucket and hands it to you.
And I down it in one, like a and begin hurling into the bucket. I'm unable to even comprehend the awfulness. It's like drinking 4 Chicago potholes in a row. I gag as soon as it touches my tongue, and the bucket it just begin hurling into the bucket.
All right, so you empty the contents of your stomach effectively into the bucket. It is not a pretty sight. You do start to feel a little bit better afterwards, but you still can't, you haven't quite gotten rid of the nausea that seems to follow you around.
Something is better than nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Assuming that I finish puking, there's nothing left. I'm dry heaving at this point. And I, after about 5 or 10 minutes of dry heaving, it subsides. And I look back up at Peitri and Elmorn. I'm feeling just a little bit better now.
So Fretok asks, is there anything else that you need me to do?
Can you tell me about your wand?
Oh, my wand. It is a family heirloom passed down through the generations of House Jorasco. It was given to me by my father, who had a dragon mark just like mine.
What does it allow you to do?
It focuses and strengthens the powers that my dragon mark can provide.
Does it only work with your dragon mark?
As far as I know, I have never known it to work with anything else but a mark of healing.
Would it be possible if I could borrow this just for a few hours?
I don't know. That would be... That would... He kind of contemplates in his head and says, what would I do if somebody else came in that needed healing? I wouldn't be as strong.
Are you saying that it is only this item that makes you an effective healer?
No, I have much knowledge about healing arts, and my dragon mark still provides me power. but I am weaker without this item.
Well, I won't require it long.
Give me an opposed charisma check. Or maybe a persuasion check.
Alrighty. Hot dog. 26.
Okay. I rolled a natural 20, but that still does not equal a 26. So, despite the force of will that this halfling seems to possess, the magic of your charm just overwhelms him. All right, but only if you promise to bring it back. I really need it.
Yes, I will return it as soon as I am able.
So the halfling hands you the wand.
And I look at it and study it, and then I put it into my pocket.
Okay. It does look very old. It's obviously seen quite a lot of action in its day.
Alrighty. Well, shall we? Elmorn.
Before we head outside, I try and well, I asked for the thing back, the what's it called, the bloody necklace.
Your holy symbol?
That one. And I cast divine sense. Yeah. And I want to find out where the stinkiest smell is, other than the vomit.
Divine sense?
Yeah.
What?
Divine sense. Let's see.
Sense as in like smell sense, or smell sense as in something?
Pretty much. It does like say that.
Open your awareness to detect supernatural forces until the end of your next turn. You know the location of any celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover.
So sense as
if there's like a trail, I want to hunt. I want to smell it like a dog, like follow around.
Okay. Why am I not seeing it?
The presence of strong evil registers on your senses like a noxious odor, and powerful good rings like heavenly music in your ears.
So you're trying to find the most evil thing here.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so you do pick up the trail of something that offends your senses quite strongly. and you can follow it. If you follow it, you notice that you're heading back towards the altar.
Yeah, that's cool. I'll follow it.
I
look around to everyone and say, "Follow me, follow me."
Thank you, Fretok. I know I can
Anytime.
always count on you, my old friend.
Please make sure you bring back the wand in good condition. It is priceless.
It'll be just as I received it.
All right. So there's as you get closer to the altar, because it is close to the construction project with the eldritch machine. There's a lot of people around. So give me a perception check, Peitri.
Okay. Perception. Oh, nice. 21.
Okay. So you are able to find kind of a secluded area behind the altar, behind the place where the religious services are conducted. It seems to be some kind of door that leads underground below level. But you notice before you can get close enough to investigate, there are several large-looking robed figures who appear to be guards.
So I look at them and I walk quite casually in their general direction, and I ask, so when is the when's the celebration going to begin? Good sirs.
Brother, have you not heard? In about 8 hours' time, the revelation will begin. And then it will be the coming.
The coming, hooray. What is down these stairs?
He looks back and then looks at you, and his eyes kind of narrow and says, "Brother, it would be best to move along."
I thought, well, brothers, don't we share all our thoughts and ideas?
Brother, it seems you've partaken too much of the blood. And he kind of flashes the hilt of his sword and says, "Please, move along."
All right, blood is power. And Peitri just wanders back to the group.
I see you aren't too successful.
I don't know what to say, but we have to go down there.
So wait, I missed it. What were they guarding?
A door, like a hatch, I'm guessing.
I
hatch to some stairs.
Okay.
I asked Kolmar. I'm assuming Kolmar's with us now that we're out of the infirmary.
Yeah.
I asked Kolmar, did you notice the layout of this place with the dragonshards?
Yeah, somewhat.
Did
I notice anybody going down these steps?
No, nobody has come or gone since you've been looking.
Okay.
Is this hatch that's being guarded? Is it kind of? Are we still out in the open, like even over there, or is it kind of in like a secluded area or what?
No, it's kind of out in the open.
Oh, damn it! All right. We just knock the guards out and go down there if nobody was around.
I kind of lean in and I say to Kolmar, we're surrounded by focused dragonshards, by Eberron dragonshards, and this statue in the middle is composed of Khyber dragonshards, which excel at containment. Whatever is coming, or whatever they call it, is being focused into this statue. We're a part of one giant spell. I feel that anything within range of Eberron dragonshards will be obliterated should what is happening goes off without a hitch.
So we have to interrupt it somehow.
I think so.
I think we
Otherwise,
also need to get down to that area that they're trying to guard. Perhaps we could kill two birds with one stone. Create a distraction that also disrupts whatever it is they're planning. And perhaps the guards would be drawn away by the distraction and we could make our way down the hatch.
So, how far is their line of sight? Like, how far is like the furthest away we can be, yet still be in eyesight of them? Like, are they like at like a building or something like that? Like how's the map?
Where you guys are is pretty much in the center of this settlement right now, right? And so, which is composed of the altar and the area where the religious services are conducted, and then just beyond that, kind of off center from the middle, is the eldritch machine that they're building. So this this hatch is kind of also in the center of this establishment, so there's a lot of eyes around you, because even though the altar and the area where the religious ceremonies take place kind of blocks some view from like the people that are working on the eldritch machine and raising the Khyber dragonshard, there's still all around towards the outer side of the circle, all these buildings and people that are walking about. It's a very open type of space for the most part. There's a lot of visibility everywhere, and it seems like that it was created purposely like this, just in case there was any kind of infiltration or anything, that there would be few places to hide.
Okay, I'd like to add that we're speaking in hushed tones. Whenever somebody gets close enough to us, we just kind of say like, "Oh, blood is power, blood is power." We act really excited about what's about to come. Yes, blood is power.
Here's something that I can do to give you guys a little bit of an idea of the layout.
Did the latch look locked by any chance?
You couldn't see anything that made it apparent from the outside.
Okay. Wasn't even inside, so gotcha. Okay.
No, that's not what I wanted to do. Here, I'll just do it like this.
Goddamn.
All right, so this is, I'm using the Goblin War Camp from Volo's Guide as kind of a outline similar to what the cultist camp looks like.
Yep.
So if you notice in the center, especially the center towards the left path, is where the religious ceremonies are being conducted. Off center towards the right path is kind of where the building of the eldritch machine has taken place. Probably where you guys are coming from is the infirmary is kind of towards that northern top path, like that first building on the left would have been the infirmary. And where the hatch is that you guys find is kind of just to the southwest or southeast of the religious the altar and everything.
Okay. This are we standing on dirt, grass, what?
Yeah, it's a grassy field with the pathways that you see are kind of earth.
So okay, so it looks pretty much like that then.
Yeah.
Okay. And there's like tents and everything set up like that too?
So there are tents, but there are also more permanent structures. So for example, this open air altar and religious, like it's a stage and it's also a place where people can, there's seating room and also standing room.
What are they made out of? The permanent structures?
Mostly wood.
Ooh. Flammable. Kolmar, you like fire bolts?
Yeah, if we're gonna torch anything, we need to torch the scaffolding on the eldritch machine.
And it could cause a distraction enough to where the guards would need to get involved.
That's assuming that these guards would leave, since there's only 2 of them. I'm assuming that there are other guards roaming around.
But in the chaos, we could possibly knock out the one that remains without anyone noticing. Once we get under the hatch, it doesn't matter. Everyone's going to be running around upstairs, and we'll be below.
Where did we enter? What path did we take to enter when we walked in?
The one to the east.
Okay.
I agree with. I think I wholeheartedly agree, Kolmar. We should torch this hideous scaffolding as soon as we're able to. The question is how do we do it in a way that is most becoming, and that it will reduce suspicion of our persons.
I'm gonna take 2 seconds, guys. Feel free to keep talking.
All right. Does anyone have oil flasks?
I do.
So what if we made little oil paths, led to different flammable structures, and you set off one little spark and all the fire paths go off to all the different. So we've set multiple buildings on fire at once as a mass distraction.
Yeah, but that might draw suspicion of us doing that. That's the only problem.
Just spilling oil everywhere?
Yeah, they might.
I still have a potion of invisibility, I believe.
Yeah, and I can cast invisibility too.
I could do it invisibly. Or you could. Anyone could.
Well, I'd have to cast a firebolt, then cast invisibility on myself. And hope that those guards hope to get their attention. Okay.
I mean, I don't know. I think our ultimate goal is probably underneath the hatch. They're guarding it. There's obviously evil coming from it. But we also need to stop the Blood of all cultists from doing whatever they're doing. I don't think we have enough time to go back and get people. We need to do something.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, so is there some...
If people have a better idea, I'm all ears.
Is there a building I can get behind or near or use some kind of cover that I have sight of the eldritch machine?
Sure.
Okay.
Does anyone still need the map?
No.
Oh, good.
All right, so I'm going to. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to casually walk over to whatever this building is and kind of get line of sight of the eldritch machine. Can I do an investigation roll on this scaffolding and this crane to see what may be the most flammable part or the most part that would be easiest to...
Yeah.
Okay. 14, 23.
No. Are you looking to disable the machine or cause the dragon shard to fall?
I would say disable the machine or the dragon shard. Seemed like there would be one.
Because you could aim for the ropes that are holding the dragon shard up.
Right.
But if it falls and remains intact, all they would need is more rope.
Right. That would just delay them. Because I guess I don't know if it's going to break or not. I mean, there's a potential it could crack, but who knows?
So, could you possibly hit the big tree in the center? Wouldn't that go up?
I don't know. It looks already burnt. It's probably magical. So, okay. So to disable the machine itself.
What are you looking to use? Just a firebolt?
Yeah.
So if firebolt is what you're bringing to the table, you would need several shots in order to fully disable the machine.
Several, like 4 or 5 or 2?
No, it would be like 4 or 5.
Okay.
We don't have to do this if you don't want to, Kolmar.
No, I think this is probably the best thing, because if at the very least, if we can, to delay them, this could be this whole ceremony could be effective on time. So if we throw them off by an hour, they may have to wait another cycle or some crap before they can do it again.
Kolmar, I have recently read Wizards Weekly, and I have heard of this possible technique similar to a Kamehameha, where you use action spots or whatever they're called with combination of another wizard and possibly shoot one giant mega firebolt.
Uh-huh.
This weekly, very informative source.
Peitri, You get an action point for that. I like that. Also,
You can't.
no, I wasn't gonna say you can't. I'm gonna rule after you guys make your decision if you want to try it or not. But, excuse me. Kolmar, give me an insight check.
Yeah, I don't think I'm very good at that. Oh no, I got +2.
Oh, yeah.
Total 20.
All right. You are remembering that you guys do have a particular item that may be of use within, what you're carrying. Smoke sticks.
Is it my loot? Is that the item?
Smoke.
Distract them all with song. Gather round, everyone. The blood of all is the blood of all.
Marthow isn't carrying any smoke sticks.
It's not. It's nobody specifically picked this up when I last told you guys that you guys had this loot and could divide it. So it's just I've put it in general items carried by the party. So, but you guys have 5 smoke sticks.
How high did the smoke rise? Like, if we were to light a smoke stick?
So as an action, you crack open the smoke stick. It creates a thick black fog in a 20-foot radius, creating an area that is considered heavily obscured. And the smoke lasts for about a minute unless there is a strong wind to dissipate the smoke. As far as you guys can tell, the wind is calm, and there's been no demonstration of anything other than perfect weather here in the short time that you've been here.
Got free drinks, perfect weather. I don't know. How close is the nearest building to the eldritch machine?
Let's see. Are you going from the north or south side?
Between the eldritch machine and the hatch. So south.
Okay. So that is, you're probably looking at about 50 feet from the hatch, 100 feet from the eldritch machine.
Okay. And is it just like a regular wood building?
Yep.
Does it have any kind of obvious name on it, what it is, or just a building?
No, it does have a name. It's the Pen. Give me. Are you guys all by Kolmar as he's doing this?
I assumed he was he kind of stepping away because he was going to do it. I haven't moved from where we were originally standing.
Yeah, I would say I haven't moved either.
Yeah,
All
unless he told us to follow him. I don't think we would have.
Kolmar, give me a perception check then.
Oh boy. 16 -1, 15.
All right. As you get closer to the pen, you hear what sounds like people sobbing and crying. The sounds are muffled, but they're there.
Well, they're either in there. They could be watching a screening of Old Yeller.
Probably.
Yeah, of course. I guess I'll just go in there and peek in and see what's going on.
All right. Are you doing so stealthily?
Yeah, let me use the stealth.
All right.
13.
All right. So you peek in. This building does have windows, unlike the infirmary. And looking in through one of the windows, trying to stick as close to the building as possible to stay out of people's way. You see through the window people that seem to be bound in chains. They're bound around their ankles, around their wrists, and they even have chains around their neck that hang from the ceiling. So each of them is being forced to stand like this. And there are several, it appears to be about 10 individuals. All of them are dirty, with some of them having wounds that seem to be festering. And it is a mixture of men, women, and children.
Super. Can I see if there are any guards in there or somebody watching over them?
It doesn't appear that there's any guards. They're pretty well chained up. People probably aren't too concerned of them getting away. And even if they did get away, where would they go? But one of them does see you looking in through the window. And he starts yelling at you, something to the effect of, "Get away, you bastard! We are not here to be looked on like cattle."
Okay.
And he starts spitting in your direction.
Is the window open?
Yeah, there are no windows with glass. It's just kind of a hole in the wall.
Okay. So can I enter maybe through the door or the window? I don't know how difficult it would be to go through that window. Maybe I'll just go through the door and act like I know what I'm doing.
Give me another stealth check.
Roll high. Ooh, 19 plus 5. 24.
All right. So you see a couple of people walking down your way. You notice them before they notice you, so you're able to keep your back against the wall and hide in sort of this almost alleyway type where the shadow of the building kind of protects you from being visible to them immediately. And after they pass, you roll out from the corner and make your way to the door.
Okay.
So, to the rest of you, you guys notice that Kolmar had talked about lighting some things on fire, and now all of a sudden he's going into this building.
Yeah.
Confused. I'm confused. Do you guys know what to do?
I just shrug.
Should we follow him? He must have seen something interesting.
Yeah, he'll be back. Don't worry. We'll just get in the way.
I tend to agree with you.
Keep in mind, we're still disguised, so I'm still chubby blonde Fabio or whatever it was.
Oh yeah.
And I'm still Elmorn.
Still Ron Jeremy, I think, or something like that.
Oh, that's right. I was an ugly version of myself, and I oh.
So yeah, Kolmar, you go into the room and suddenly the people there start screaming in terror.
Okay.
It is making a lot of noise, and with the windows being open air, it does give you a bit of concern for what attention it might draw, because you don't know how often they scream like this.
Okay. So
and you also notice that each one of them, men, women, and children, are kind of doing their best to skirt away from you. Although being chained in the position that they are, they're not able to do much.
So how do these people look as far as chained up? Like, does it look complicated, lock, or?
No, not necessarily complicated. Just, one lock around the neck, one lock around the ankle, and one lock around the wrists for each of them.
So to free one of them, I'd have to unlock 3 things, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right. I can't. I'm going to just pick somebody and try to start unlocking them.
Okay. As you're doing that, the person you randomly choose is dun dun dun. All right. Is one of the women. She shrieks as you get near her, but then as you start fumbling with the locks, and clearly not with just a key, everybody kind of starts wondering out loud what you're doing, who you are, what you're gonna do to us, sort of thing. So you're gonna pick her locks?
Yep.
All right. Give me 3
sleight of
lockpick
hand
checks. No, it's
That's
you're
right,
using
it's
your
just-
lockpick, so it's just proficiency plus. We're gonna go. One is dexterity, one is intelligence, and the other one is dexterity.
Okay. 9. So whatever 9 plus whatever the modifier was, which proficiency would that be 12?
And then plus dexterity would be 13 or 14?
Yep.
Okay.
And then what'd you say?
So that one is the one around the neck. You unlock that one.
All right.
And then the next one is the intelligence one.
Okay, 17 plus 3, that's 20.
Okay. So then that one comes undone. And now this is another dexterity one.
10. plus 5, 15.
All right. And that one comes undone as well.
Okay.
So this woman who is dressed in basically rags and dirty, with several cuts around her arms and hands, clearly defensive wounds. She kind of falls to the ground, and then she looks up at you and asks, "What are you doing?"
I have no idea. I'm just making this shit up as I go along. I asked her why she.
Oh, go ahead.
Why are you here?
We were captured. We were all captured. They took us and they kept us here. We've been here for weeks.
For what purpose?
We don't know. We just know that twice a day they come and they feed us like venison or something. I think she's trying to say veal, but this one's not very bright.
Of course.
They treat us like animals. You also notice a pretty overpowering smell of feces in the room.
Okay. All right. Well, I asked her if she knows anybody else in this room.
Yeah, these I know everybody here. This is all my family. And then you start hearing the others say, "Free us! Free us! Free me! Let us go! Help us!"
And I tell them to shut up. So you're all related?
Yeah.
Ah, shit. So I asked, can anyone pick locks in this group?
One of the teenage males, kind of close to you, says, "Do you think if we could pick locks, we'd be here right now?"
Dumb, smart ass kid. So I take it as a no. Shit.
The girl looks up at you. "What are you gonna do?" And then one of the kids looks at you and asks, "Are you gonna help us, mister?"
Well, it depends on what you define as help. All right. Let me. So I'm gonna go look for somebody that looks like they could. That's at least in halfway decent shape. Maybe could like potentially defend themselves if I unlock them. Because I know they're probably weak, but maybe somebody who looks the strongest.
That would be the asshole wisecrack.
Okay, well, I guess it's going to be him then.
All right, so you're going to try and pick his locks?
Yep.
All right. Dexterity, intelligence, dexterity.
All right, 15. So that's a total of like 20, I think.
That works for the top one.
All right. Intel. 18 plus.
That works.
Okay. And then the last roll, 16. I'm using all my good rolls, and it's going to go to shit sink.
Yeah, you managed to free this guy too.
Okay. And I hand him a quarterstaff. I said, "Do you know how to use this?"
You hit somebody with the flat end, right?
Oh, shit. Okay. So how many people are in here total?
10.
Okay, so there's 8 left. I tell that kid to stand guard inside, and if somebody comes through, whack him over the head.
And then he says, "But wait, where are you going? What do you mean, stand guard?"
I'm going to attempt to unlock all of you. Hopefully I don't have to make 24 rolls, but I'm going to attempt to unlock you. If somebody comes through the door, hopefully not one of us, if somebody comes through the door that looks familiar, wait till they come inside and then hit them over the head. So I tell them like to stand behind the, like against the wall. So they come in, they just hit them over the head. Because he doesn't know how to pick locks, I would just let him do it, but I would just have to do it.
Okay. So he follows what you're saying. He does stumble on the way over to the door, but with his teenage bravado, he kind of tries to cover it up. So let's do this. We're gonna do a percentage check.
Okay.
So roll percentage dice, and that'll kind of determine how successful you are.
48.
Okay. So generally, you're able to get most of the locks done without too much trouble. It does take you quite a bit of time, though. You're in there a good 45 minutes, probably. A couple of the locks, though, break as you're trying to open them, and so there's one person that is freed except for their arms are still bound, and then there's another person who you're able to get their neck and their arms are okay, but their legs are still bound.
Okay.
So to everybody else, 45 minutes have passed. Kolmar is still not emerged from the building that he went into.
Chubby Fabio doesn't like this.
It's done.
I'm starting to get a little worried. I think I just might go check to make sure that he's okay.
Yeah, you might have walked into the wrong house.
Do you guys wish to come with?
I'm going to continue standing outside, but I'm going to more closely watch the door and see if watch the patterns of people's movements and see if they head towards that area.
It might look suspicious if we all go. Why don't you just go, Marthow?
Yeah, if you go.
Okay. So I'm gonna walk over towards where Marthow, or not where Kolmar entered.
Okay. Are you doing so stealthily or brazenly?
Casually.
Okay. You get a couple of strange looks as you do so, but nobody that actually stops you.
I walk into the. I peek my head around the corner. And what can I see from here?
You see a bunch of people that are kind of sprawled all about, with Kolmar furiously picking locks. Just as he's picking the final lock that he can get, although 2 people still seem to be bound, one by the arms and the other by the legs. But there's 10 people total other than Kolmar and yourself.
There's no guard inside this building.
Nope.
I'll walk over to Kolmar and I ask, "You look like you've done a pretty good job of this. Is there anything I can help out with?"
If you could get this one's legs unbound, that would be great.
Can I tell what the legs are bound with?
It's steel manacles.
Steel manacles.
Which Kolmar attempted to pick, but ended up breaking.
So it's a broken lock.
Mm-hmm.
Thieves' tools and thieving kits are not amongst my specialties.
If only I was there to tell him about pick locking weekly. I could have helped him out.
Peitri and, sorry, 1 second. Peitri and Elmorn, both of you guys give me perception checks.
18.
1.
Like Peitri.
I don't know. He said anything.
All right. Brennan, note coming your way.
Kolmar, have you been able to ascertain why they're being held?
No, they haven't. They have no idea, but they're all related.
Do you know where they came from?
No, I haven't figured that out either.
Marthow and Kolmar, both of you guys give me perception checks.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, I rolled good. Perception. Oh, -1, so it'd be 17.
I have an 8.
All right. Kolmar, you notice something interesting about one of the little girls. She appears to have a dragon mark. And it's one that you recognize. Brevin has a similar dragon mark.
Huh. Oh, shit. Shit. Well, there goes the whole, fuck. There's my whole plan out the window. God damn.
Kolmar look a little bit frazzled. Kolmar, is everything okay?
Well, apparently this family is probably related to Brevin.
At that, each and every one of them perk up and they're like, Uncle Brevin? Do you know him?
And I just facepalm. Shit.
I tap Elmorn on the shoulder and I direct him towards the door. Or a little fat chubby blonde kid towards the door.
What?
All right, so Elmorn, you're about to get the same email that Brendan just did.
So, do all these people have dragon marks on them then, or just the girl?
Just the little girl.
Do we wish?
And then one of them says, "If you know our Uncle Brevin, then you can take us to him, and he can protect us, and he can protect you. And he is a sentinel marshal. He's in fact the leader."
Shut up. Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, yeah. Shut up, kid.
I say, shall we send these kids? I have an idea to send these kids back to their uncle.
Okay, I'm listening.
Are all of the kids except for the ones that are bound like?
They're not all kids. There's a couple of adults in there. One of them says that he's Brevin's brother, and his wife is there as well.
But they're all free.
All except two of them.
Well, one can walk, but one can't.
Right.
I pull out Bellick's dagger, and I slash the air to see if it'll rent it open.
Nothing happens.
Mother.
How could we? Would Peitri and I be able to intercept this person before they got there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I try to do a riposte. But I'm slashing and stabbing in all different cardinal directions.
You're getting a lot of strange stares from everyone asking, "What are you practicing your forms now at a time like this? We have to go."
Be quiet, weakling. I'm trying to get you out of here, but apparently it's not working.
Yeah, there's no place within this vicinity where there's thin enough walls between the veils, so to speak.
So I move up to the guy fairly, I guess, nonchalantly, so just pretty casually, and I say, "Blood is power," to the guy.
And he says, "And the power is mine."
Now, I've been told that you are switching duties with me today.
What do you mean?
I will be feeding the people inside the pen.
How would you know about the people inside the pen, Peitri?
I can hear them yelling.
Fair enough. He probably can. So give me a persuasion check.
Perception. Persuasion. Oh, cool. Okay, not so cool. 9.
Jesus Christ. So oh, wait a minute. Are you Dale?
Yes, I am definitely Dale.
Oh,
Yep,
okay.
he's Dale.
You weren't there earlier. I heard that you were going to pick up this stuff and give it to them, but, you know, you never showed up, so, okay, I guess that must
my
be
mistake.
you.
Chip must have misinformed me.
I don't know any Chip, but whatever.
I do.
Better you than me. I don't want to go in there. Give me the creeps.
Yeah. Okay, well, thank you. I'll just take these from you. I grab the buckets.
Okay. All right. Well, blood is power.
And the power is mine.
And he
I
walks
believe
away.
the power is yours. If my pop culture references serve me correctly.
Yeah, so I look at Elmorn and just like give him like this look like, oh shit. And I walk towards the building, looking behind me as I walk in.
I stay outside, even though I have no perception. But maybe if I'm standing close enough to the door, I'll notice somebody walking into it.
Yeah, Brendan, you're lucky. I rolled a 5.
Oh.
It's okay. I was
Praise
still
the
there,
Lord.
Brennan. I would have intimidated him into giving you the buckets, so don't worry.
Give me them gruel buckets.
You guys ever seen Friday?
Of course.
I would have been Debo. I'm like, my bucket, pump.
All right. So Peitri enters the house, and as he does, he takes a thwack to the shins that causes him to trip, as the kid that Kolmar placed at the door reacts,
Nice.
causing Peitri to faceplant and then take 6 damage.
Oh.
And the kid goes in to continue the assault.
Stop, dumbass.
So he doesn't really listen to you, Kolmar, and he goes to thwack again.
Oh man. Curl into a ball.
And Peitri takes another 7 damage. This kid is rolling like a monster.
He's fucking decimating me.
At that point, Kolmar, Marthow can intercept and grab the quarterstaff from the kid.
I rush over and grab the staff as he's like coming down mid swing. Like, or he's pointing it up, and I kind of grab it and kind of pull it from his pull it back. But whoa, he's on our side. You don't want to give him a thwack. I'll dare say he's probably deserved that one. Peitri, are you okay?
So I'm outside and I just hear Petri's little wails of pain and I just ignore it.
I wipe a tear away from my face, and I'm like, yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. I got some food for you guys.
Which has since spilled all over
the floor.
the shit encrusted floor. At which point you get a whiff of the fragrant aroma within the room.
Oh, well, yep. I just came to drop this in. I'm out now. Actually, what are you doing in here?
This is Brevon's family, relatives. And this girl has a dragon mark.
Oh. Oh, lordy.
So, what's our plan now? And Marthow has been unable to open a rift to get out with the dagger. I was hoping that would work.
How far away would be the nearest portal to us? And not the one which we went through, but like the more public ones.
The more public ones?
Yeah, they would be closer. But
you guys would need to do the ritual that you did before in order to see them.
oh, shit, really?
Otherwise, I mean, they're not necessarily since you've been in the town, you haven't seen any clearly marked portals or anything. And the only time you saw them before were you just saw the channels between the portals on the ground and up to the demiplane, but you didn't see where they led or where they were coming from exactly. You just saw the kind of the spider web of portals. So the only known way that you guys have in or out is the one that you guys came from.
Okay.
We're in a bit of trouble here.
Well,
I don't think there's any way to get these guys out.
yeah, but we probably don't want to talk about that right in front of them.
How about we find an armory of sorts and just bring back weapons for them slowly, and then let them cause a riot in the city, while directing them to the portal, of course, because that's their main objective.
So the older man steps up and says, "We're not going to be used as a distraction. I have children here."
Shit. Sorry, old man. Take a seat.
Fuck you.
Yep, they're related to Brevin.
And Peitri goes, "Yes, sir." And he looks
I don't know. Perhaps they. So I kind of turn and kind of motion the group and kind of like turn away, so that they can't kind of hear and kind of we start kind of talking softly. We only have 5 hours, or we don't have long until the coming starts, and I'm not really sure we can get them out of here. If we can't open up a portal quickly or without much effort, we perhaps our time would be better spent trying to sever the ritual rather than trying to ferry them out of here, unless they can provide some useful skill in eating us.
Well, the girl has the dragon mark.
Does she know how to use the dragon mark?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know, but I would say that she's the one that needs to make it out of here. I say that someone has to lead them to that portal that we came through. We can throw up some smoke sticks, create a distraction, try to get them there. I can cast invisibility on the girl.
I have a bit of a crazy idea. We could costume ourselves to look like an old lady, and the girl could be a hunchback. Like be the hunch on the back of the old lady. I mean, just carry her out.
I have
Invisibility sounds good too.
We could do invisibility, or I can also turn a willing creature into a cloud of fog, which can then follow us.
Yeah, but I would say one or two of us would have to lead the group out of the portal, at least to the portal, to get them out. And then the other two would have to create another distraction, basically just go after the eldritch machine, probably hit the scaffolding or something, making some kind of big boom or fire, and hope that the two things going at the same time will create enough chaos so they can get out of here.
So Kolmar, if either. So what I'm hearing you say is that perhaps we should either cast turn the girl invisible, and have one of us be a cloud, and have the other just walk to the portal,
Yeah.
or in somewhere along those lines.
Because we're not going to be able to get just her out. All of them are going to want out.
Could we possibly find an outfitter to give us black cloaks, which we could shroud, like bring them in here, shroud them, and then make them walk out one by one?
I mean, that'd be super. We're lucky enough that we don't have a damn battle in here already. I mean, it's just a matter of time before somebody strolls by and finds out what's going on.
All right, how close are they to putting this dragon shard on top of this thing? We still haven't done anything with that.
Yeah, we gotta get to it.
They're getting pretty close.
We're running out of time. I mean, I'm not saying that in character. I'm saying that out of character.
Okay.
In character, I'm just obviously not perceptive enough to catch anything, but I'm standing guard outside.
All right. That's what I say we do. I'll cast invisibility on the girl, Marthow, and Peitri. You lead this group out, and me and Elmorn will create a distraction.
This is
Very well.
to me.
Now, are we doing this hastily? Like, we're obviously not going to want to be seen with these people, right?
I don't think we can sneak them out.
Yeah. There's going to be a lot of people between here and that portal.
I have a disguise kit. Is there anything that I can do to add makeshift disguises for these people? Or are they just gonna smell like shit regardless, so it's not gonna matter?
They do smell like shit.
Yeah, if Peitri hadn't fallen and knocked over the water bucket that he was carrying,
They could wash themselves, ferals.
that might have been a more realistic option.
Okay, the person that is bound by their legs and can't move, they're going to stay there. I'm going to give them my light crossbow. Hopefully they know how to use it. Hopefully it's not an elderly woman.
No, it's just a teenage girl.
Okay, well.
Kolmar, I did actually I did read something recently when it came to lockpicking. Now, I heard there's a certain spell which wizards might have called mending, which might help with small mechanical objects.
Yes, I don't have such a thing.
Which is interesting considering Kolmar is the engineer grease monkey of the group.
Yeah. Well, bye.
All right. So we'll try to ferry these children out only after we have a sufficient distraction.
Okay. All right. So can I peek out the door?
Sure.
Do I see Elmorn?
Yeah, he's standing basically right outside.
Okay. So I look at him. Is he like 5 feet away?
Yeah, within at least.
I said, okay. So just tell him, get ready.
All right.
All right. I'm going to aim for the rope that's holding up the dragon shard.
Okay. All right. So you guys are. What is it exactly you're planning to do?
Hopefully I can hit that rope and drop the dragon shard at maximum height. And then once I see it plummet to the ground, I'm going to grab a smoke stick and throw the smoke stick in between me and the eldritch machine.
Okay.
Would you like me to throw it instead?
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
All right. I have the armor class in my head. Go ahead and give me your attack roll.
Okay, let's see how many action points I will have to use. All right, here we go. First roll is 13 plus whatever. 16. What is it? It's a spell, right? Obviously, duh.
So intelligence plus proficiency.
So spell attack is +6, so that'd be a total of 19.
Just barely hits.
All right.
What? Really? Wow.
Oh, good luck.
Well, it's a rope.
Yeah.
You're hitting a target that big from like 100 feet away.
All right.
I used to shoot walk rats. They're about 2 meters wide. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
All right, give me a roll and roll damage twice since it's vulnerable to fire.
So, you want 2 damage rolls or just another roll?
Give me 2 damage rolls.
All right.
See how big of a blaze we're dealing with here.
Big money. 8 fire damage.
Total?
Yep. 2d10.
Now, well, wait a minute. Don't cantrips increase at level 5?
I'm at level 4.
Oh, no, but character level 5.
Yeah,
Okay.
character
Yeah,
level
it's that's right. 2d10.
So then it would be 4d10.
Very good. I'll roll 2 more. A 6 and a 2, so that's 8. 16 total.
16 total. So yeah, you manage to hit directly one of the ropes. It instantly splits and catches fire on both ends, and the fire is quickly spreading. You hear the cracks and creaks of the ropes as they become more strained, and a number of people yelling and shouting, and a couple of people have spotted you and are pointing towards you in your direction.
And at that point, I'm throwing the smoke stick in between us and the people and the machine.
Okay, so the smoke stick begins to go up. It's starting to create a fog of thick smoke between you and the eldritch machine, but people on the other side of you have also started to take notice that what you guys are doing, and starting to shout and point to you and gather in that direction as well.
We're fucked.
Alright. I'm going to Peitri, we better chop now. And
So you guys are just leaving the teenager there with the crossbow?
Peitri, can you grab her?
Oh man. Okay. Over the shoulder. We're gonna be so slow.
I'm taking my crossbow back then.
Well, she can
No,
still shoot from his back.
Yeah, she can shoot off my back, and I'll give I'll give my crossbow to another person as well, so they can shoot as well.
All right.
You saved all those people from the Fort Deep Dark. So this one person shouldn't be a problem.
Okay. Yep.
I did that.
That's what the world thinks. And I back in and to all of the prisoners and begin. I don't know. Do we want to run out? Do we want to walk? Do we want to walk fast?
We're running. We've already caused commotion. We might as well just do it. Stick to it.
All right. So we just run out. And we run in the direction that we initially came from. where we know of the portal to be.
Okay. So let me bring up the map real quick, and then I'll share it with everybody so you guys all know.
Which is the eastward direction.
All right. So between you and that way, that's about 400 feet.
Okay.
Run. Just
So,
run.
Assuming you guys have a 30-foot movement and you guys are just running, so I imagine you're dashing unless other things come in the way.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So that's about 7 rounds minimum that is going to take you guys to get over there.
That's. I mean, we've already started on this path. We can't really deviate now.
Yeah, we're here now.
We've committed and we're going.
That's right.
It's gonna be a
Let's
fucking
go.
mess.
Peitri, you take up the rear. Crossbow girl, come in.
Crossbow
I'll take
girl.
up.
So you guys see a bunch of people looking at you, and they're all blood-evolved cultists, obviously. But most of them actually kind of panic and run from you guys. However, the guards, you have to kind of cross the way from where the guards were protecting the door into the ground, and so they work to try and intercept you.
Okay, is there a way to willingly get rid of our disguises? Like my magical whatever disguise it's making me look like blonde Ron Jeremy or whatever.
Yeah, you can shake it off if you want.
Because I feel like I wouldn't be very intimidating as blonde Ron Jeremy, even with my halberd.
Okay, fair enough.
Good. And I also want, because I was wearing that breastplate with the symbol on it, right? So
Yeah, you were.
I want to get rid of my disguise, and I want to like reveal the breastplate and be like, I took down one of your elites. Do you really want to fight me?
All right, so you're gonna do intimidation.
Sure.
I mean, I'm intimidated.
Do they recognize the symbol?
They absolutely do, and it confuses them.
I could just be like, move. How about that?
Yeah, you don't have to tell them who you are or what you did. Just tell them to get out of the way.
Recognize the symbol and tremble. Okay, I rolled a 20 because I had a 16 plus 4.
All right. You cause one of them to kind of stutter and question what he should do. The other one seems, as he sees the breastplate that you reveal and everything and what you said, he's actually emboldened and angry.
Let's fucking go. I'll kick his ass. I'm gonna smite his ass.
All right, so we're gonna handle these actions kind of. We're not gonna go in initiative order. We're gonna kind of handle them simultaneously. So go ahead and make you're gonna attack, I assume.
All right, so I mean, I don't. If I have to fight him, that's fine. I want everyone else to just keep going. If I can like block him from everyone else.
Okay, yeah, that works. So you can kind of keep the others away and then try to disengage once they're clear.
Sure. I'd probably just kill him though, because I'm a badass.
Okay. All right. Give me your attack roll.
Okay. It is 14 13.
Okay. That's a miss. Unless you want to action point it.
This guy is that tough, huh?
Well, he's well armed and armored.
So am I.
Yes,
God
I
damn
know.
it.
Does
Sure,
a
I'll use
19
an
hit
action
you?
point. No, I'm gonna use an action point,
Okay.
and I'm gonna use another action point.
Okay.
And there we go. That's a 24.
All right, that hits.
Just.
All right. Yeah, right. Jeez. And I'm gonna roll.
Do you want a divine smite?
Smite
Hold
his
on.
ass.
Plus 1d8.
I imagine you probably want to use a second level spell to smite.
Yeah. Let's do that. So wait, first I need to roll my regular damage. So 1d10. Ooh, I rolled a 10
Okay.
plus 3, so that's 13 for my regular damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then I want to smite him, so I will use a second level spell slot.
So then
that's
3d8.
3d8?
Yeah. Because it's 2d8 for first level
Oh,
slot.
you're right. Yeah.
Plus 1d6, 1d8 for each higher level.
3d8. Here we go. Okay, that one's 11. So, but it's a necrotic now, right, or something? Or is
Right.
I'm adding like a. Oh yeah, add 1d6 necrotic because of that enchantment. Right.
Yes.
So okay, I just rolled that, and that was a 6. Are you totaling all this up? Because this is getting pretty big already.
Yeah, so 13 plus 6, 19 plus 11 is 30.
Okay,
Right?
and yep, and then I. Oh.
Oh, you got a second attack too.
Yeah, I get extra attack.
Mhm.
Okay,
Oh,
wait.
God.
Wait. I can attack twice instead of once whenever I take the attack action on my turn. Okay, sweet. So I'm going to do my second attack. I rolled another 10. That's hilarious.
Nice.
Wait. You have to roll the attack roll.
Oh, do I? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you not going to count that 10 then?
No.
If it hits, will you count it? No?
No.
Oh, you asshole. Okay, well, my second attack missed. That's fine. Whatever.
All right. You don't want to use an action point?
No. Wait. But I do have another thing. I want to use my bonus action to hit him with the other side of my halberd, with my polearm master.
Okay.
Whatever that's called, feat attribute
Mhm.
trait. So it's a D4, and then I rolled a 4.
No, you have to roll your attack roll first.
God damn it!
Getting excited.
Yeah, keep rolling damage before you roll the hit.
It just makes
We haven't. Oh, you know what? It's been like 3 sessions since we've had combat, so I keep forgetting
That
the
is true.
rules.
It's true, yeah.
That's true.
All right, so did you roll your d20?
I missed, so we'll just leave it at the 30 damage.
Okay. So before the guy can even get his attack off, you manage to basically just you cut right similarly to the cultist that you encountered outside of the portal. You kind of carve him from his shoulder into his midsection, cleaving through his armor and just causing a gout of blood to spurt up as he drops to his knees limp with cold, dead eyes.
I forgot to describe my necrotic divine smite.
Okay, well, so your halberd was wreathed in black energy as that happened, which, as it touched the flesh of this guard, caused it to rot and wither.
Sorry, Mike. I like hearing you describe things. You're good at that.
Oh, no worries. So you do that. The other guard is kind of was already scared. Now he's a little bit more scared.
So are you saying that the puddle on his pants has grown larger?
Indeed.
So much for his well armored body.
What? So that guard's dead?
Completely. And
Yeah. Yeah. And the other guard is kind of shaken. There are a couple more guards coming in the distance. So we're gonna say that you guys get to about the halfway point between where the guards are and the portal, and then all of a sudden an onslaught of arrows starts launching in your direction.
Is
Go ahead.
Did the dragon shard hit the ground?
So right now you can't really see because of the fog.
Okay.
But you can definitely hear a lot of yelling and commotion going on as they're trying to mitigate whatever damage they possibly can.
Okay. So is there any way as I see Elmorn take out this guard, I can go by and bring him back to life so he can join us?
Yeah, if you use an action point, you can do it quickly enough that it doesn't cause you to lose too much ground.
Action point used.
All right.
It's actually
And then he's struck with an arrow and dies.
All right. So now everybody, give me a dexterity saving throw.
My specialty.
Okay. That's a 2, so another action point is going to get spent.
I rolled a.
I got a. No, you go. I got a 2. You go. I got a 2.
All right. So you're using an action point.
I got a 5, so I'm gonna reuse one myself.
All right.
Okay.
I got a 13 plus 2, 15.
Okay.
I got a 7.
Serious.
All right.
I got another
9.
2.
So Petri's using another action point.
Oh, there we go. I got a nat 20 now.
Okay.
Like no joke, no cheating.
And then Elmorn.
I got a 9.
Okay.
It's still 19.
Now wait a minute, we've got all these people with us, so
Yeah. So each of them are making rolls too.
have I seen the little girl?
Yes. All right. So everybody that rolled above a 15 takes 4 damage. Anybody that rolled below takes 8.
Mean a 15 or above?
15 or above, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So.
Did we start? We started at Did we have whatever health we had last time? We didn't have a rest or anything.
I gave you guys all max everything.
Yeah.
As if you had a long rest. Because it was close enough anyways that it was like whatever. And I didn't know that we were going to be taking this long to fight anything. So several of the prisoners that followed you guys have taken arrows in various places. So So a couple of them are pretty injured. The teenager that Kolmar gave the quarterstaff to got one right in the thigh that caused him to stumble and fall, and he's having a lot of trouble getting up.
What about the girl?
She should be invisible.
I mean, that doesn't mean the arrow couldn't hit her, though. Straight
Right.
arrow.
So girl is fine as far as you can tell. You can't really see her, and there's a lot of noise. So
We don't
you
see any
necessarily-
arrows just like floating randomly in the air.
No, there's no random floating arrows.
Okay, good.
The person on my shoulder didn't get hit.
They did, and that's why you only took half damage because they took the other half.
Right.
So it pierced the girl through the side, and it came out the side, hit you right in the neck.
Oh,
Ow! Well, that girl's dead, dude.
No, she's not dead. She's pretty hurt.
I should be dead.
Yeah,
I
know.
got hit
One
in the
of you were
neck.
dead.
Yeah.
It missed your artery.
All right. Can I
Just a
carry
rescue.
2 people?
It's okay. I'm like behind everyone anyway since I was fighting the guard and everyone should have ran ahead of me. So I see the boy fall in front of me and I'll help him up and I say, "Today's not the day you die, boy." Pick him up and put him over my shoulder, like his arm over my shoulder, and we kind of start going.
Is my undead guard still alive?
Yes. Also, Elmorn, give me an athletics check to see how smoothly you are able to pick up the boy and while maintaining your stride.
15.
Okay, good enough. So you're able to do it without missing a step.
Sweet.
Elmorn.
What'd you say, Dustin?
Elmorn the Graceful.
All right. So, who's in front right now?
I am. Marthow.
Okay. Marthow. So you guys are just at the edge of where the entryway between this wall and everything towards the portal. So you guys are pretty much on your way to scoring your home run. And then all of a sudden, a huge figure leaps from the side with a deafening roar, lunging at Marthow. Marthow, give me either athletics or acrobatics check.
Well, I'm proficient in one of those, so I'll take acrobatics. That's a 10, and I will use an action point to re-roll that. 15.
All right. So, unfortunately, it's not enough to overcome the massive figure that just basically tackles you into the ground, carrying you into a nearby tent and just smashing through it, causing you a great deal of pain and knocks the wind out of you. But soon enough, you see that you're basically underneath a massive half-orc that you recognize as Gronkowski.
Can I get a spell off?
Well, first he looks at you about to bring one of his great axes down on you, and then he kind of pauses and says, "Marthow, bro."
How would he know? How would he know it's Marthow? Marthow's ugly right now.
Hey, oh, it's ugly, Marthow.
Yeah.
I kind of shake off my
just in the nick of time. Wait, it's me, Gronkowski.
Gronk, bro. That's a hell of a tackle you got.
So Gronkowski pauses just long enough for you guys to do something if you're going to do it.
I keep running.
I'm going to cast reduce.
On yourself or on him? Okay.
Would reduce make him like get Ant-Man, or does he like become weaker as well?
Becomes weaker and smaller.
Okay.
This target size is halved in all dimensions. Its weight is reduced to 1/8, and it reduces at a size category. It has a disadvantage on strength checks, and the weapons also shrink, and they deal 1d4 less damage.
There it is, enlarge reduce. So, Constitution saving throw. So, Gronkowski, what is your Constitution saving throw? It is. Alright. What's your spell save, Marthow?
14.
Yeah, you rolled a 21.
Dang.
Unless you want to use an action point to make him re-roll.
I think I'll just leave it.
Okay.
One more action point. It's got to be saved for something good.
All right. So, Gronkowski, the minute that you touch him to try and reduce him in size, he doesn't know what you're doing, but he feels the magic coursing through him and breaks his wrist away from yours as soon as he realizes breaking the connection, and then puts the full force of both his great axes down upon you. So what's your armor class?
13.
All right. So he's getting 2 attacks. First one, that's a 23. Second one is a 14. Does a 14 hit?
It does, unfortunately.
Oof. Yikes. I did not remember making him that tough. All right, so both of those hit. So the first one is a 23. The second one is a 15.
Damage?
Yeah. So 38 damage. So you're at 0 hit points, and you're going into your vitality next time you get hit. So what's everyone else doing while this is happening?
I'm going to cast Thunder Wave on Gronkowski.
He's on top of. Oh, okay, yeah, gotcha.
So Thunderwave is centered on you. So are you gonna go up to Gronkowski and then do the Thunderwave?
Okay, so I'd end up getting Marthow too, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Well, you'd have to run over to them.
Not bad. Just doing D&D with the guys.
No, screw that. If I get that close, I'm going to do inflict wounds on him.
Okay.
All right. So let me go with at second level. So
His armor class is a 16.
okay.
I'm saying that so that you guys know I'm not trying to.
Okay, I rolled a
play
15.
around.
15 plus 6, 21. So.
All right, so that hits.
All right, so that's going to be 4d10. Where's my other d10? Big money. 10, 18 necrotic damage.
Okay.
And I hit him and I say, it didn't have to be this way.
So you leave a massive blackened handprint in his flesh, but it doesn't seem to be as effective as you would have expected. And he looks at you and says, "No, it didn't have to be, bro."
Yeah.
And so what is everyone else doing while this is happening? Peitri
I have a
is still
question.
running. Yeah.
I have a spell, Divine Favor. My weapon attacks deal 1d4 radiant damage on hits. So, could I use Divine Favor to temporarily override my necrotic effect?
Yeah, I would allow that.
Okay. It seems that necrotic isn't very effective on him, so.
He also is probably a barbarian. Hint, hint.
I have no idea what that means.
Yeah.
Means normal weapons don't work.
Well, he is maybe resistant to
certain
most
yeah.
types of damage.
Wait, what? Shit, now I gotta look this up.
Barbarian life.
Barbarian.
So how far are we away from the tunnel before the portal?
So you guys are right there, but Marthow has the blade.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he's currently trapped under Gronk.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I'm hurting. I'm hurting pretty bad. I'm bleeding a lot.
Yeah. At one point, Marthow, he missed your head just barely. You turned, but as you turned, while you saved yourself from getting your head split open, he took your ear right off.
No.
He didn't even make a second attack. Or a third attack.
No, but that was in the original attacks.
Oh.
Oh, just something else to make the women swoon.
Got some battle scars.
Yeah.
I even send it to my girlfriend, right? How that works.
You guys don't need the map still, do you?
No.
No.
All right.
So I have a bit of a plan, but I gotta save these people first. So when I'm able to get everyone safely through the tunnel and to a point like where I feel as if they're safe, I'm gonna do something.
Okay. Well, they're all through.
Okay. And I place the young girl off my shoulder and push her through the tunnel. And I grab the medication from out of my pack and stab myself with some more crack.
I didn't realize you had more.
You gave me one extra one
Okay.
for the road. Yeah.
So FYI, that requires you to take off your breastplate. So you will
I'll
have
take it
no
off.
armor.
I'll be a barbarian as well.
Oh, boy.
All right. So for those of you who are not totally engaged in watching Marthow get his ass beat, you also see Peitri just decide, oh, wait, no, sorry. First, Clint Eastwood rip off the breastplate, and then so every vein in Petri's neck and face begins to pop and bulge, and his eyes grow red, and he's just like,
Hell yeah.
I'm scared.
well, yeah, you're about to see the pearly gates.
Yeah.
All right, so Elmorn, what are you doing?
So, is Gronkowski raging right now?
Probably.
Oh, okay.
Probably a good chance he is.
Okay. I didn't see anything about. Okay, never mind. Actually, I don't know anything. I should know more things.
Tell me what you want to do, and I'll tell you how you can do it. Like think not mechanically, but think as Elmorn seeing this massive familiar half-orc nearly
Yeah.
killing Marthow, and knowing that Marthow has the only key for you guys to escape.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's really important. That's the reason I would save Martha. No other reason. Well, I was thinking about using Abjure enemy to frighten Gronkowski and make him unable to move or do anything for an entire minute unless he takes damage. But I'm trying to see. I don't think he's immune to being frightened, so unless you know something I don't.
I mean, you could do Abjure enemy. You can also do,
Compelled duel.
yeah, that would be another thing to get his attention away from Marthow.
Yeah, but I have the kid on my arm right now. I feel bad just drawing a massive orc towards me and this kid that's relying on me to carry him right now.
You know.
You could toss him off and make him crawl.
Okay. I mean, is it possible for me to kind of give him to somebody else as I engage Gronkowski? Like one of the other town people, whatever they were?
Yeah, the father will take him.
Okay. All right. Let's see. I'll cast Compelled Duel.
Okay. Gronkowski, in his rage, doesn't even care, so he's not even going to try to roll his wisdom save.
Okay.
So he's going to get off and charge at you.
Okay. Hold on. Where's my thing?
The spell ends if you attack any other creature. If you cast a spell that targets a hostile creature other than the target. If a creature friendly to you damages the target or casts a harmful spell on it, or if you end your turn more than 30 feet away from the target.
Okay. No, I was reading. I was looking for one specific thing. My polearm master. So he's charging me right now, right?
So he is, which would draw an attack of opportunity.
Yep.
From Kolmar, if he wants to do that.
Oh, okay.
But that would also potentially break the spell.
Kolmar, your choice. I would just let him charge me now.
Ah, crap.
I might have Kolmar roll an Arcana check just to make sure that he would even be aware of that.
Yeah, that's probably good. All right. Come on, Arcana. Okay, that's an action point, because that was a 1.
Oh my god. Well, your attack could always miss.
Come on, Arcana. 7, 13.
That's a first level spell. That's good enough.
Okay.
So Kolmar would be aware of that.
Okay, good. For a second there, I didn't know what the hell it was, but then I remembered.
All right, so what were you saying that you were going to do?
Okay, so if Gronk's charging me, once he gets within 10 feet, since I'm wielding a halberd, and that's my reach, and I'm a polearm master, he provokes an opportunity attack from me at 10 feet.
Really?
So, yeah.
Wow.
While you are wielding a glaive, halberd, pike, or quarterstaff, other creatures provoke an opportunity attack from you when they enter your reach. So I will roll for that.
Okay.
And it's 19.
It's a hit.
All right. And that will be 8 plus 3. So that's
11.
11.
Are you going to Divine Smite?
No.
Oh, he can't because it's an opportunity attack.
Right. Yeah, it's not the attack action, so I don't think I can really do anything else. But also I would like to add that because of Sentinel, when I hit a creature with an opportunity attack, the creature's speed becomes 0 for the rest of the turn. So he can't move. He's done.
Wow.
10 feet away from me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So instead, he is going to throw one of his great axes at you.
What an asshole.
So he's not quite as he's not as good throwing. So there's that. So
I've got something going for me.
So he throws one of his great axes, but you're able to dodge it pretty easily.
Sweet.
All right. So then, what are other people doing now?
So, Peitri's just gonna just start screaming and just running in the direction of Gronkowski. And just like as he starts the run, he's just yelling, "I'm coming for you!"
Oh my god. Okay. So then, what happens when you get close to him?
Well, I'm gonna use the charger feat and then just attack him, I guess. Or I guess because it's going to take longer than a turn to get there because I'm probably like 100 feet away, which is like 2 turns.
You're not that far away.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, well then, yeah, I'm just gonna shoulder barge him. I shove him with my sword. I'm not sure yet. I can't think. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna try and stab him. Yeah, that's the plan.
All right. So what'd you roll?
Oh, sorry. Oh, nice. I got a. So. It's 23.
That's a hit.
All right. So, one of these. Nice. Oh, it's a D8. What am I doing? Oh, fuck yeah. 8 plus. Was it 2 times my proficiency? I'll just double check that. Yeah, twice my proficiency bonus. Okay, so I do 8 plus 3 plus 10. I do 14 damage.
Respectable. Okay.
And yeah, and then I'm gonna. Can I also, in the same movement, like shove him as well? A part of that.
What does the charger feat say?
When you use your action as a part of action, you make 1 melee attack or attempt. Sorry, no, my bad. Yeah, don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Kolmar and Marthow, what are you guys doing?
I'm going to. Am I able to stand?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're dispirited right now, which basically means you have a lot of disadvantages, and you have 1 level of exhaustion, but that doesn't affect your movement right now. So you what should we call it? So yeah, you can spend half your movement to get up, and then you still have the other half of your movement, and you can use the dash action without penalty if you need to.
Oh, I have a potion of healing.
Okay, so then you can use your action to do that as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna use an action, my action to pull the potion of healing out of my pocket and pop open the cork, and I down it.
Okay.
So I get
2d4 plus 2.
4 plus 1 is 5, so I get 7.
All right. And then you're going to use the rest of your movement for what? Because you still have 15 feet of movement.
So I'm standing. I'm going while everybody's keeping Gronkowski busy. I'm going to walk. I'm going to try to run towards as fast as I can towards where the portal is.
Okay. Alrighty, and Kolmar.
All right, so Peitri and Elmorn are fighting. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Peitri hit Gronkowski, so is that spell like?
Yeah, the spell is gone now.
Okay. All right. Okay. Does it look like anybody else is coming?
Yeah, but they're like probably a round or two away.
Okay.
So they're close and they're closing, but you have a bit of a window.
All right. I'm going to cast grease in their path. So when they get up to us, they'll have to go through the grease.
Okay. And then are you running towards the portal? Or what are you doing? And then what about your zombie?
Yeah, I'm going to have my zombie stand beyond the grease and tell him to attack whatever comes through there. And I'm going to make my way to the portal.
Okay. Alrighty. So then Gronk is responding to Petri's attack, and Peitri, without his armor, is prime pickings.
Mhm.
Oh god.
I know. Petri's a barbarian at heart.
13 and 14, do those hit?
Both of them. One hasn't got an axe though.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how do you have 2 attacks?
He threw an axe.
Yeah, well, he didn't ever get a
He
chance
just-
to use his bonus action to do a third one.
Oh. Shit.
So then,
Doesn't he still can't move? Or did that only?
I'm on it.
Just his speed is 0, but it was only for the rest of the turn.
Oh, okay.
plus Petri's right in his face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So first attack was 4 plus 3 is 7.
Okay.
And then second attack, 10.
Alright.
So I got Peitri at 18 hit points.
You got it. And if you want to know, my armor class is 9.
How'd you calculate that?
It's 10, which is base, then -1 because of dex.
Oh.
He had heavy armor, which doesn't include dexterity, but also doesn't include the dexterity penalty.
Oh.
So it's 9.
All right, so what are the rest of you guys doing? At the Marthow, if you're just booking it by the end of your turn, you could get to the portal and start opening it.
That's my plan.
What about everyone else?
I want to try and wrestle the swords out of his hand with a great feat of strength and possibly inspiration.
All right, so you want to try and disarm him, or are you going to wrestle him?
I'm not sure. I think.
Dude, you're an
If I
elf
disarm-
and he's a half orc. What are you doing?
Yeah, but I'm jacked, bro.
He's an orc barbarian. You're a
Yeah,
elf priest.
But you
but
know
I'm
what?
jacked on. I'm jacked on roids.
I really appreciate Brendan's portrayal. So for that, this is awesome. All right, so are you trying to disarm him, or are you trying to grapple him?
I'm not sure. My first thought was just to disarm him, so I think I'll just stick to that.
Okay.
I'll try and disarm him. Yeah.
All right. So if you want to do that, that is attacker makes an attack roll contested by the target's athletics or acrobatics. So you make an attack roll. Gronkuski makes his athletics check, and he does so at advantage because he's raging.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. Alright, so do I add proficiencies and stuff
Yeah, so you just make a normal attack roll.
to it? But with what? With my weapon?
Just make an attack roll.
Okay.
Weapon or whatever. Proficiency plus.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, so 18.
So. Beyond all odds, Peitri manages to
Fucking jacked, bro.
actually pull Grunk's axe out of his hands. Now, he does it because Grunk tries to bury the axe in Peitri, and Peitri steps aside just in time and uses the leverage to knock it away from him. So it's at Grunk's feet.
Oh yeah. What should I do? He honestly could just pick it up and just whack me with it again.
Kick it away.
So Elmorn could kick it away. Peitri doesn't have any more action to do that.
Yeah. Can I use an inspiration point to like attempt to tackle him?
What?
Yes, you can.
I'm gonna. This is where it goes downhill, but we'll try it.
All right, so you're gonna. Are you knocking him to the ground then?
Yeah. I want to sack him.
Okay. So then that would be.
Oh, that's not good.
We're just gonna do that like kind of like a grapple. So athletics versus athletics.
Okay. This one is an 11.
I rolled a natural 20.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah, well, it makes sense.
So you run at Gronk, and he buries his shoulder down low enough that it kind of hits you in the face, and then he uppercuts you as he does that, flipping you over him. And now he is between you and the portal.
All right.
Jesus.
How much health do I lose?
Oh, you're not losing any health for that.
Oh,
That's
okay.
just cinematic.
Just movement. Gotcha. All right.
You only
Sounds
lost
good.
dignity. That's all you lost was your dignity.
But you are prone. You are prone.
Okay, gotcha.
Minus
That
3
means
dignity.
advantage. Minus 3 dignity.
So Elmorn, your turn.
Having seen Peitri do something really badass, disarming him, and then following it up with a total fail. Not quite sure what to make of the situation, but I decide I can't leave Peitri behind Gronkuski, so I have to do things my way, which is going through Gronkuski to get Peitri. So
Okay.
I'm gonna attack him. So I'll roll for the attack. Let me find my dice thing. I rolled a 21.
That's a hit.
And I will, with that roll, I will use one spell slot to do a searing smite. Which
Is
it's one of my first level spell, yeah.
Are you doing it as a first level spell, or are you using a second level spell slot to do it?
What's the difference? Just the extra damage?
Yeah.
I guess I'll use the second level spell slot.
Okay.
So that's my last second level spell slot. I'm doing this for you, Peitri.
Thank you.
So
Whimper on the ground.
He takes initial damage and Constitution save at the start of each turn, or take 1d6 fire. Okay. Anyway, let's roll the damage. 1d10. Okay, I rolled a 1, but great weapon fighting allows me to re-roll that, so I'll re-roll that.
Okay.
And I rolled a 10. So 10 for the hit, and then so I rolled 2d6 for the fire, the searing smite, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 5 plus 6, so 21.
Okay. Well, wait a minute, no, because 10, 3, and 11 is 24. And then you also had the additional
3, yeah.
And then you have the additional d6 necrotic.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'll roll the necrotic, which is a 5.
So 29.
Okay. And then I will do my extra attack, and I'll roll the attack roll this time.
Okay.
And I rolled a 17 plus 6, so 23.
Hit.
And then I'll roll the damage. 1d10. And that was a 6 for that one. Plus 1d6 necrotic.
Plus 3.
Oh, for the... So it also gets the... Oh, plus 3. Never mind. So 9 plus 4.
So 13. Are you
Yeah.
smiting on that one as well?
No.
Okay. Are you using... you used your bonus action for the searing smite, right?
Sure.
Yep. So... what was that last attack again?
13 total.
Alright. So Gronk is looking pretty beat up.
Is he on fire?
He is on fire. And then so Marthow and Kolmar, what are you guys doing?
Go ahead, Marthow.
I'm running. Keep running. I'm keep running to the portal.
All right. So you get there, you're able to use the dagger.
I slash. I riposte in several like so, and tear a fabric through the space-time continuum back to the normal plane.
All right. So you pass through it, I assume. Then seeing you, all the other people there do so as well. Kolmar, what are you doing?
I imagine I don't notice the girl that's invisible.
No.
Can I dispel that? Do I have control of that, or it just ends when it ends?
No, you're concentrating on it, so you can end your concentration whenever.
Okay, so I guess when I see them enter the tunnel, I will dispel it and start looking for her.
Okay. You dispel it, you see her.
Okay. All right. I had a really bad feeling. Okay. Unless I can do anything else, that's pretty much going to be what I'll do this turn.
I mean, you can help Elmorn and Peitri from a distance.
Okay, yeah, if I can, I'll shoot. I'm going to shoot an acid arrow at Gronkowski.
All right. Do it.
Do it, man. Let's see. 5, that's not going to hit. But you know what? I got an action point left. Come on. A 7. No. 13. That's probably not a hit.
No.
But he does take half as much damage, so 2d4. He takes 5 acid damage.
Okay. All right. So Gronk is turning his back to Peitri, picking up his axe, and then.
Well, wait. Doesn't he have to take his fire damage now, or do a Constitution save?
Yeah. So he'll do his Constitution save. He's he rolled a 14.
Okay. I'm 14, so. Or no, I'm a 12. Never mind. It's
Oh,
even
okay.
better.
So the fire goes out, and then he brings one blow across Elmorn's face. So 14, that's not going to hit, I imagine.
Nope.
But then he's going to bring one straight down on Peitri's face.
Goodbye, face.
And because Peitri is prone, he gets advantage.
Well, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Gronkuski, he attacked me, so he's within 5 feet of me.
Well, no, you attacked him, so you're within. Oh wait, but well, your reach is 10 feet, right?
Yeah, but you just said he attacked me, so he's within 5 feet of me, right?
Well, if you were 10 feet away, he wouldn't have attacked you.
He could have moved in and attacked me. That's fine. I'm just asking. He's within 5 feet of me, right?
Sure.
Okay.
So he took his attack against you.
Okay.
He missed. He's within 5 feet of you.
And now he's attacking Peitri, right?
Yes.
Okay. So when a creature within 5 feet of me makes an attack against a target other than me and doesn't have this feat, I can use my reaction to make an attack against him.
Boy, this sounds familiar.
Go for it.
What happened? Did this happen before? Oh, well.
No, in Peter's game, it happens frequently, and he.
Yes.
You hate this, Peter?
I hate the sentinel feat. Yes.
You have to freeze them. Yeah.
I like to kill things, but I fucked up anyway. I rolled a 4, so that's not gonna hit. Even with my +6, that's only 10. I missed.
Inspiration, please.
And poor Peitri. We knew him well.
Suck him in the mouth. What do you get?
So that's a critical hit.
Oh shit. Maybe I should have used an action point for you, Peitri.
So rolling the Constitution, which will be easy with an armor class of 9. He makes the confirmation with a 15.
Oh yes.
So rolling a D100 to see what happens.
Jeez.
72. So first of all, double max damage, which is, oh geez.
It doesn't matter. I'm gonna go to 0. I'm gonna go to my things. 10 people.
Yeah. So double max damage for him is 27 times 2.
Holy
54.
Shit. Wow. That is just shy of my max health. I'm at 55.
54 is is 2 more than my max health.
So you're down to 0, and then he rolled a 72, which is target takes an additional 1d8 damage anytime they take damage until they get a long rest.
Oh, savage.
So you're just going to down to 0. I'm just saying. That's not going to go into your vitality.
Praise the blood. I mean, silver flame.
My headphones got unplugged. I didn't hear what the 72 did.
Well, he just goes down to 0, so he's going into his vitality points.
Okay. What would the thing do though if he wasn't going to 0?
Oh, so he now takes an additional 1d8 anytime he takes damage until he takes a long rest.
Oh, shit.
So he's got like a lingering damage thing.
Yeah.
So let's try and shoot through this so we can get done.
Yeah.
Because it's getting time to bedtime.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's 3:30 p.m. What the hell, man?
All right. So Elmorn, Peitri, what are you guys doing?
I'll let Elmorn do the honors. I'm a mess.
Okay, I'll just attack him then, I guess. Here we go. Okay, I missed, so I'm gonna use an action point. And I fucking missed again, so I'm gonna use my
doing the honors.
my last action point. Okay, that one's gonna hit. 16 plus 6, 20.
Yeah, it hits.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, so no more action points, but I hit him. And let's roll the d10. I rolled an 8 plus 3 is 11. I'll use the other end of my weapon to do another attack roll, which is 15. Does that hit?
No.
No? Okay, I missed. Then I just do 11.
Okay. He's looking pretty beat up.
Ooh!
Like he's a little shaky on his feet now.
Oh, wait, but I'll take my extra attack. Sorry, I didn't do that.
Okay.
That's what you do.
My extra
Oh, right.
attack.
Okay.
No, I did my back end of my thing, but I get 2 attacks.
Oh, right. Ah.
Oh, I missed my second attack anyway. I rolled a 5.
All right.
Okay.
And then Peitri, what are you doing?
Peitri slow rises to his feet. And
Alright.
he takes a desperate lunge at Gronkowski.
Seriously? You're dispirited. You're going to take a disadvantage with that.
I have inspiration. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
What is it that you're trying to do?
Finish him off.
Yeah, but with what? Like how? You just said you're lunging at him. Doing what?
Oh, with my sword, I guess.
Oh, Jesus.
All right, so you're
yeah,
gonna attack
it's
him.
probably the best bet. I haven't got anything else. Yeah, we'll do that. All right, here we go. So dispirited. So that's at disadvantage, right?
Yes.
Okay. We've got a 15 and a 17. 15 will go into 5 plus.
Yeah, that hits actually.
Oh, nice. Damage. D8. 6. 7. 8, 9, 10. 10.
Okay.
Don't you get extra damage with that jewel or whatever that you have, or no?
Nah, only against certain things.
No, actually you do.
Yeah, I thought it was a flat
yeah.
damage increase on like everything.
No, it's a
Oh.
D6.
Yeah,
Wow.
dude, come on.
Oh, extra D6?
Yeah.
I'll take that. Alright, so 14.
All right. He's really wobbling on his feet.
Oh my god!
What? What?
Uh,
Okay, alright. What do I do? I use my inspiration to soak him in oil.
To what?
Soak him in
Okay.
oil.
So now you got a greased up orc.
Yeah.
And you used an inspiration for that. Okay.
Yeah.
and now
Kolmar.
now Peaches gonna wrestle him again. This time he's oiled up. You're ready for me now, Garkuski.
Okay.
And yeah, I just look at Kolmar like, ugh.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's me done.
So Kolmar, what are you doing?
Well, I guess he wants me to try to firebolt him, but that was not my plan. So I'm going to go with my plan, my original plan. I'm going to reach into that bag and pull out a pebble and throw it at him. So he's got to make a dex save.
Doesn't it affect everybody within 10
I'm
feet?
gonna say, dude, you're gonna hit us too. Like, if you turn into a giant boulder or something, you're gonna crush us.
I can't target it. They're too close.
They're all right in melee.
Okay.
And they're on like opposite sides of each other.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, right in the middle.
Yeah, I really would like to see you do it though.
If I had an action point.
You would kill Peitri. Literally kill him.
Maybe not.
Depends on how good that D8 is.
It's truly epic. Do it.
Just like, well, it looks like it's firebolt time.
Do a Kamehameha firebolt.
16 total.
That's a hit. Just barely a hit.
All right. D10. Ooh, 1 damage.
You mean 2d10?
Yeah, the cantrip makes it more, right?
Okay. 9 total.
Okay.
Plus, then you add oil, which is another D something.
D6.
And a D6.
Yeah. He catches fire.
Fire. 6. So total 15.
He's dead now.
All right. So
He's really wobbling, guys. He's really wobbling now.
He's wobbling again.
He's actually starting to undulate now.
with Gronkowski's final act, his flesh is burning and boiling. His wounds are oozing, but in his rage, he's got one final act, and is going to really. He really can't stand Peitri with his bravado.
He doesn't.
So, a 12 and a 24, but not natural 20.
12 still hits.
So 9. So 12 for the first. How much vitality you got?
I have 16 right now.
I have you at 20.
Oh no, I lost 4 to the stupid thing. I lost 4 to the bleeding, into the potion.
Oh,
Into the
that's
blood vial.
right. That's where
Yeah.
that was coming from. All right. You have an action. You have an action point. Rather than die,
Oh really?
I will let you get to 1 vitality.
So do you do like death saving throws in this or no?
No, there's no death saving throws in this.
Oh, okay. Because I see
That's
like
why.
death saves, successes, and failures.
Yeah, no, we got a different system.
Oh, okay.
So I'd use my bonus inspiration point to go on 1 hit point.
Well, for 1 vitality point and 0 hit points. And with that, Gronkowski falls to the ground, and the other soldiers are beginning to get through. They've been slipping on the grease, which has been keeping them at bay, and so is the zombie. But the zombie has fallen, and they're starting to get over the grease.
Okay. So, Peitri, let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah. I say, I lay down.
No.
Help me.
No. Okay, fine. I pick Peitri up, and I throw him over my shoulder like he did with the crossbow girl.
Yeah.
Start running.
Roll an athletics check.
All right.
As long as you don't get a 1, it's gonna be fine.
Okay, I rolled an 18, so I'm good.
Okay. All right.
And also, I would also like to. Is it possible for me to do like a moving lay on hands while I'm running, like just heal him up a little bit?
No.
No. I'm just gonna leave him at 1.
There's too much. You can't concentrate because of everything that's going on while you're moving and everything.
Well, I guess you're just fucked if there's a stray arrow.
Now you guys get through the portal. You get down. It seems to linger open, so hopefully you guys can get away before any of them can get through. Before it seals.
Do I know how to close it with the dagger, or just cut it open?
It's only good for cutting. It doesn't seal anything. The last time it sealed kind of naturally, because the magic that holds the walls between the planes kind of has a natural tendency to repair such tears. But how much time it will take, you can't guess.
Okay. I throw Peitri on top of Blaze because Blaze still is out there waiting for us. So
yep.
I throw Peitri onto Blaze. I put the little girl on Blaze, and I say, Blaze, go to Ironside. Yeah! Slap him on the ass. And he starts running.
I'd like to add, while Elmorn's carrying me and not Marthow, Kolmar's like behind us, like watching us, he can see Peitri smiling while he's being carried by Elmorn.
Do I have time to grab the breastplate if it's laying on the ground?
Oh, Peitri's best breastplate.
I need it. I'm a barbarian now.
This is where the
Yeah, you can grab it. And next session, Peitri, you're getting bonus action points. All right, guys.
Was not enough. You have to go the way of the barbarian.
All right. Definitely not where I saw this session going.
Really? Yeah.
But I never know where it's going, apparently, so it's okay. All right, guys. Any final thoughts or questions or clarifications or anything before we end?
It was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun. I'm
We
sorry.
have to figure out a stream or something to its equivalent.
What's that?
We have to find something which is like the equivalent of dice stream.
So
yeah,
I was reading because I looked it up real quick, but it looks like Dice Stream's trying to go to Discord. So it's because Google won't support it anymore, and Discord might.
Yeah, Discord have a way to do it. Yeah, I saw that too.
All right, so I'll start looking into if there's a way to get the video from Discord onto the YouTube channel.
Okay.
And we might just switch over to there. And yeah, fun session, guys. I kind of laid it out without having a real plan as to how to deal with the things. I figured that it would be more interesting to see how you guys might come up with things to do rather than try and figure out, all right, these are the parameters for what happens. I'm just going to describe it and set you guys off and go. And it seemed to work. So
yeah, we're gonna have to go back and try the Kamehameha bolt though. That sounds like fun.
alrighty.
Sorry for being a sentinel.
Don't ever be sorry for playing your character and maximizing your opportunities. Had you not done that, Peitri might have actually died.
Well,
That's
I didn't
true.
actually hit, so it didn't matter.
Oh yeah, I still died.
Yeah, you basically died. You were saved by the grace of an inspiration point.
That's true. Very true.
Divine intervention.
All right.
All right, guys. You guys all have a good night. Thanks for playing.
Yep.
Good night. See ya.
See you next week.
All right.
Yep.
But